Hi and welcome to Discover Oklahoma. I'm Jennifer Reynolds.
And I'm Dean O'Lawley. Today we're coming to you from one of my favorite places, the American Banjo Museum in Oklahoma City.
This is a gorgeous display of American musical history right in the heart of Bricktown. We're talking about the largest collection of banjos on public display in the world. We'll have more about how you can plan your visit here a little bit later in the show.
But first we're headed to the museum that pays tribute to Oklahoma's favorite son. Jason Grubb shows us the Will Rogers Memorial Museum in Claremore.
Welcome to one of Oklahoma's treasured sites, the Will Rogers Memorial Museum in Claremore.
Will was known throughout the world, not just in Oklahoma, not just in the United States, but he played everywhere.
Historical guide Andy Hogan says this facility sees about 30,000 visitors a year from all over the world. It's here you'll see thousands of items belonging to Will and his family. The first room takes you back to the days of true cowboys.
Anything to do with horses, Will he brought it in from all over the world, probably rode every one of the saddles that's in here. Will was a cowboy. He was born right out here 13/14 miles from here in a house close to Oologah that his dad had built several years earlier. Big ranch, part Indian, both of them.
Check out Will's many hats, boots, and lassos. Thousands of photographs and home movies. There are personal papers and letters, audio tapes and original manuscripts, all of it helping to paint a picture of a legend.
The last 3 years of his life, 33 through 35, he was the top male box office draw in the movies. Shirley Temple was his peer. She was the female top, and he was the top male.
This facility has been open since 1938. It was constructed 3 years after Will was killed in an Alaskan plane crash.
The land where the museum is located had been purchased by Will Rogers and his wife Betty. They had owned it since 1911. Will used to have the saying that buy all the land you can because they've finished making all they're ever going to make, so buy what's left.
He owned land here in Oklahoma and in California. Here's a replica of his West Coast study. It's among the displays taking visitors from Will's days as a cowboy to world-class entertainer.
He was a humorist. His whole object in life was to entertain people. Now, we get to thinking of him sometimes as maybe a guru or a priest or a preacher or a politician or something or a philosopher. Well, he was a little bit of every one of those. But first and foremost, he was an entertainer, Will was.
Take a look back at his Indian roots and family history in the Heritage Room. There's a story behind everything. For instance, Will and Betty's marriage license from 1908.
It took her 8 years to give in to marry old Will. Will said, I did a lot of rope tricks. I roped a lot of things, but the night I married that gal, that was my best trick I ever did. That was my champion roping trick.
Speaking of rope tricks, that's where Will got his start in the entertainment business. He traveled the world with his lasso as a Cherokee kid, making $25 a week.
He'd send money home to his dad and have him put it in the bank, and his dad said, boy, I don't know where my boy's coming by this money. I hope it's honest money because I know he ain't been working for a living very much.
Will is still creating laughs here, but you also feel his compassion for the fellow man.
They're not asking for charity. They're naturally asking for a job. But if you can't give them a job, why, the next best thing you can do is see that they have food and the necessities of life.
At the end of the museum is a small, quiet room depicting Will's final journey with his buddy and pilot Wiley Post.
There's things that depict the 9 days that they flew in Alaska, killed on August the 15th, the typewriter that he had with him. He was writing a weekly and a daily newspaper article at the time, and every day he had that old typewriter.
One glass case holds some of the items Will had on him at the time of the crash, such as a pocket watch, broken eyeglasses, and flight goggles. All of it a reminder of a great Oklahoman whose life was cut short so long ago in 1935, a life that is still remembered today. Just outside the doors where all that history is housed is the final resting place. Will and 6 of his family members are interred at a memorial in an underground mausoleum. It's here thousands of visitors pay their respects and remember a legend. In Claremore, I'm Jason Grubbs for Discover Oklahoma.
On your way to Claremore, there are all sorts of places you should stop and see. Find out about some of them in the new Oklahoma Travel Guide. This beautiful brochure highlights all the must-sees in our state. Request your free copy on our website.
From a piece of Oklahoma history to a futuristic style of dining.
An old house in Oklahoma City has been transformed into the it place to go and have dinner these days. Quinn Tran takes us to Nani.
People will eat with their eyes first.
This looks like a standard kitchen. There's nothing typical, though, about the food that Colin Stringer and Andon Whitehorn are creating.
Most everyone's had sushi by this point. You know, it's not a whole lot of people have had cedar smoked bison with it, and then like a rosemary caramel, or they've had chocolate, but maybe they haven't had chocolate and corn together, or they've had chicken or duck, but maybe they haven't had quail. So it's just taking things that generally are familiar, at least people have a concept of, and just presenting it in a different way.
Blending his native heritage with his passion for Japanese sushi, Andon Whitehorn came up with Nani, a casual fine dining experience.
So the name is Nani, and in Choctaw and Chickasaw, it's the word for fish, and it's also the question what in Japanese. It's a fun play on words, and it's a fun play on this food that we're doing here now, Japanese Native American cuisine. We offer a tasting menu, and so there are no what ifs. So rather than having large portions of just a few things, you get smaller portions of several things, and that works in a couple ways. It allows you to experience a bunch of different flavors, but it also doesn't fatigue your palate.
The Japanese Native American has never been done in the world, and this is probably the first that we know of, at least in a long time, first dinner club, first place that has a complete set menu in Oklahoma.
Chef Colin Stringer says the menu includes 8 to 10 courses over 2 hours, seating only 14 people around one dinner table. The two chefs prepared delicate dishes using the finest ingredients.
This is sawara nigiri. It's Spanish mackerel, and we presented it nigiri style. So it's been cured in salt and sugar, and then some vinegar. It's been brushed with red wine sushi vinegar, some garlic oil, some fresh cut tomato, some basil blossoms from a plant that we've been growing out back, and there's a little bit of fresh grated wasabi underneath. So you have the rice, what looks like a little rice ball, and then the fish on top. So it's a very traditional preparation of sushi, but it's done in a newer way, kind of just newer ingredients with it.
We don't use cane sugar, we use turbinado, we don't use unnecessary fats. We're pretty intentional about, making the healthiest food possible.
Our guests are often really surprised at all of the things that do grow here. So we get to say things like, this is probably in all of your backyards, as we're introducing different herbs and things. Everybody's like, my backyard? And it's like, probably, yeah.
If you don't use fertilizer?
Yeah.
Paul Zimmerman and Robbie Wing help end every meal with coffee service.
We get to serve them coffee, which is extremely common to everybody's daily experience for the most part. And we get to present it on a level that again kind of reinforces with the right ingredients and the right intentionality, we can actually elevate common things and have a totally new experience.
It's a new dining experience located in the heart of Oklahoma City. What makes Nani intriguing for first-time guests? The location is kept secret until the day of the reservation.
Oklahoma City.
You at the plaza.
Yeah, by Midtown, by the Plaza District, close to there. So it's very unassuming.
If Nani is a unique or novel concept now, our hope is that it wouldn't be. Our hope is that this kind of food and this kind of intentionality would kind of be more common in the future, because I think that it's good for culture here in Oklahoma City.
We're here because we love Oklahoma, and why not have this good of food in Oklahoma?
Not only are these portions healthy and delicious, they're prepared like works of art. In Oklahoma City, Quinn Tran, Discover Oklahoma.
A reminder that you can find a list of our favorite restaurants in the Discover Oklahoma Dining Guide. We'll send one to you free of charge. Just go to our website, travelok.com, and click on Request Free Brochures. Every Oklahoma knows that you have to show a little state pride.
You bet, and we have found some of the neatest Okie t-shirts around. Up next, we stop off in Moore for some distinctly Oklahoma gifts and a whole lot more.
Here are some cute little gift ideas for if you were born in the 70s, these are your favorite candies that you grew up with. And then here's one for the 50s as well.
And where to go if you're in search of a sweet treat? It's all ahead right here on Discover Oklahoma. Great travel tips anytime, like Discover Oklahoma on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
Word's gotten out about a place in Oklahoma with the best barbecue, steak, and Lebanese hors d'oeuvres, and I'm out to find it. They say it's been around since 1942 and it's on Route 66 in Sapulpa. Known for the finest steaks, perfectly smoked barbecue and homemade cabbage rolls, tabbouleh, and hummus. Freddy's Barbecue and Steakhouse, an Oklahoma tradition and worth the trip.
When I'm getting my steak and barbecue fix, you can find me at Freddy's on Route 66 in Sapulpa.
Oklahoma Today magazine brings you stunning photography and authentic award-winning stories of home from Oklahoma. The only magazine that covers the entire state, Oklahoma Today showcases what we love about Oklahoma, bringing to you the very best of its people, places, culture, history, and of course, its legendary food. Subscribe now at oklahomatoday.com and get 6 issues absolutely free. Don't miss a single issue of Oklahoma Today magazine.
Sit alone and talk and watch a hawk making lazy circles in the sky. We know we belong to the land, and when we belong to his hand. So when we say, yeah, we're only saying you're doing fine. Oklahoma,
Oklahoma, come see for yourself.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma, coming to you from the American Banjo Museum, smack in the heart of Oklahoma City's Bricktown district. This is a beautiful and unique place to come and visit. And you know, everybody's looking for something a little unique, right?
Absolutely, that special gift that just sort of stands out from the rest.
And if you are looking for that, look no further. We've got just the place to find it, Showplace Market in Moore. Showplace Market offers 16,000 square feet for dozens of vendors selling, well, just about everything.
You can find anything that you want, from pickles and beef jerky to wrapping paper. It's a one-stop shop. It really is. It's a great place to go, and it's not something that you're going to get at every other little store in your area. It's not a chain store.
The market near 2nd and Broadway in Moore was started 4 years ago by Moore native Jennifer Campbell.
We just need a fair of the heart every day. So that was her dream when the building became available to open up a Showplace Market.
Jasmine Farmer is another Moore native who ended up in the t-shirt business because she printed one to benefit victims of the 2013 tornadoes.
And from then on, it just became an amazing, amazing journey.
With more than 30 wholesalers across the state, Calamity Jane Apparel now sells products all over the world.
It's become something super amazing with just Oklahoma phrases on it, and people I think just really like and appreciate something fun to wear when they go places that represent, you know, the place that they love.
But Jasmine credits Showplace Market with giving her business a place to start. Vendors like Jasmine provide the product here.
We have 4 spaces in Showplace Market with a variety of home decor, home accessories, gifts, pajamas, Christmas, holiday, seasonal, pretty much whatever you want except clothing.
The market manages everything else. There's a coffee shop here for market goers who need a lift, and a place for non-shoppers too.
There's a man cave that people can, the gentleman or whomever, would like to go sit and watch television while whoever they're with, shopping, and that's very nice and convenient. We also have an open area we call the Book Nook, and it's available to the public for meetings at no charge.
A reading group, a knitting group, a game group that just comes in and just enjoys the store, and just people walking by and shopping.
So if you're looking for a place to shop, sip, or gather, head for
Showplace Market, of course.
If you're looking for hot spots to shop in Oklahoma, we've made it really easy for you to find them. Just go to our website, travelok.com, and type shopping into the search bar.
And if you have kids going along with you on your shopping trip, here's a no-brainer. You know what's on their list.
They're going to want to stop at the candy store.
People love the store. They think it's fun and bright and exciting to come in.
We'll take you to Uptown Candy coming up.
And if relaxing is on your agenda, we found just the place for pampering, the spa in Tulsa that has everyone talking. Still ahead right here on Discover Oklahoma.
Did you know the most searched auto brand on Google is Ford?
Can't get better than that.
Would it surprise you to learn that Ford is America's best-selling brand?
You called me, you were like, I found my car.
But what's really interesting, more people stay with Ford than any other brand.
I personally fell in love with the car.
I don't know if I'll ever not buy a Ford.
Most searched, most purchased, most loyal.
I don't have time to drive something I don't want.
Now get a Fusion with up to $3,500 cash back or 0% financing for 60 months at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Meet Maria and James. They're smart with money. They clip grocery coupons, save spare change for laundry, and do their federal taxes for free with IRS Free File. Everyone can free file. Choose the brand name software right for you or use online fillable forms. Like Maria and James, you'll get a refund in about 10 days. For taxes that are a lot less taxing, visit freefile.irs.gov.
As the weather cools and the leaves begin to fall, don't trade outdoor recreation for winter hibernation. Discover the off-season treasures available at Oklahoma's 34 great state parks. Wide open trails teeming with wildlife, fishing, fun festivals, bird watching, equestrian trails, nature center activities, and cozy cabins with fireplaces offer the perfect escape for a wintry getaway. Visit travelok.com for special offers and come see for yourself.
It's mind-boggling to go through the history of music and the connection to Oklahoma.
Oklahoma's Rhythm and Roots website is shaking the walls with legendary talent, iconic venues, and vocals from the heartland. Full of photos, videos, music, trivia, and itineraries, Rhythm and Roots transforms Oklahoma's rich music legacy into a bucket list of travel opportunities. Tune in to OklahomaMusicTrail.com and start your journey today.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma, coming to you from the American Banjo Museum, a wonderful place in Oklahoma City's Bricktown district.
You know, after you stop here, there's another place you can take your kids for a special treat, and it's actually not that far from here. Come with me now to Uptown Candy. Walking into Uptown Candy is a visual treat in itself. It can quickly turn into a tasty trek. Look at this candy.
We have lots of bulk candy. We try out lots of different kinds of candy. So, you know, we have our jelly beans and our sunflower seeds and chocolate covered almonds and anything that you can even imagine.
Imagine that kind of a store where at every turn there's candy.
People love the store. They think it's fun and bright and exciting to come in. We have a lot of kids that come in after school and get special treats, and it's just been a lot of fun.
Who wouldn't have fun in a place where you have so much candy? There's every color, size, shape, texture, from sweet and sours, M&Ms, and wait for it, chocolate. All this candy in one convenient location. There's so much, and I've eaten past my limit. This is what happens after I've had way too much sugar. Now, don't think this is all just for kids.
Right now, we have if you need a last-minute Valentine's gift, you can come to the store and pick up a lot of items to make your sweetheart happy.
Everyone will be happy with something from Uptown Candy. Taste is, I think, many times linked to memory. Want to jump back to your childhood? Eat a piece of candy you enjoyed when you were younger.
We have a ton of adults that love candy. I think it's, you know, I love candy, and I just think it's something that brings you back to your childhood, is that you eat something sweet and you're happy, and, you know, it's kind of euphoric. Here are some cute little gift ideas for if you were born in the 70s. These are your favorite candies that you grew up with. And then here's one for the 50s as well. So in this little container contains little treats from all the candies that were made in the 50s or popular in the 50s or 70s or 60s that we have.
Candy never goes out of style. It just changes shapes and degrees of sweetness.
So lots of sour candy is very popular. Sour gumballs, fruit sours, anything that has the soury powder on the outside. We sell a ton of that. We sell a ton of truffles in our truffle case. People love truffles. It's just something that you can savor and you can enjoy every bite of it, and you don't need a whole lot of it because it's so very rich.
At Uptown Candy, the sweet times keep rolling with the luscious caramel apples. How's that for rolling on? And there's more.
We have private label candies and popcorn. So like here is our private label chocolate covered sea salt balls, and they are delicious. Great Valentine present. Then we also have some, mini gums, lots of fun little things. We have more, a variety of things in small and in large tubes.
They don't have gift baskets, but something called sugar cubes.
We use acrylic plexiglass containers, and we fill it with however much you want to buy. You say you want to spend $50, okay, we'll make you a $50 gift sugar cube, and we wrap it with cellophane, and it's on its merry way.
And every day's a merry day at Uptown Candy. If you'll be spending time in Oklahoma City, we have a whole list of places you should try to see. Request a copy of the Oklahoma City Guide on our website, travelok.com.
One of the top 2 things people say they love to do when they're on vacation is relax.
Relaxing is good. I can relax. But if you're really looking for something that is very nice, if that's on your agenda, you're in luck. We're headed inside one of the most relaxing spots in the Tulsa area. That's next, right here on Discover Oklahoma. Discover Oklahoma wants to help you get great discounts at Oklahoma State Parks. Log on to Groupon now to get 50% off golf at Lake Murray.
Away is as much about getting there as it is being there. Away is where the days are packed with wonder, and the evenings are filled with familiar comforts. Find your away. Go RVing.
As the weather cools and the leaves begin to fall, don't trade outdoor recreation for winter hibernation. Discover the off-season treasures available at Oklahoma's 34 great state parks. Wide open trails teeming with wildlife, fishing, fun festivals, bird watching, equestrian trails, nature center activities, and cozy cabins with fireplaces offer the perfect escape for a wintry getaway. Visit travelok.com for special offers and come see for yourself.
Year after year after year, Ford F-Series delivers outstanding toughness, capability, and efficiency. Construction, farming, forestry, F-Series is #1 in every hard-working industry out there. Not just this year or last year, since puka shells and disco. Ford F-150, Ford Super Duty, America's #1 trucks for 38 straight years. Come drive the all-new 2015 Ford F-150 only at your Ford dealer.
And the waving wheat
sure smells sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain.
We know we belong to the land, and the land we belong to is grand.
And when we say, you're only saying you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, come see for yourself.
This portion of Discover Oklahoma is brought to you by the Heartland Flyer. Book your ticket through Southern Oklahoma today.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma, coming to you from the American Banjo Museum. I think this is something everybody does, and it's kind of daydream about that relaxing vacation.
Absolutely. Now I have to not think about it,
Yeah,
but
get back on track.
Get back on track.
Back to work.
We have a show to do. But if your getaway is only for an afternoon, that's okay. That's right. Julie Chin is going to take us now to a spot in Broken Arrow where you can truly get away from it all.
Welcome to Stonecreek Spa and Salon, where 4,200 square feet of pampering awaits.
You can get a spa facial. We do mud wraps, scrubs. We do all sorts of hair services. We do waxing. We have our spa jet table, and you can also start off with the steam room, and we're adding the hydrotherapy tub.
And that's not all. This is a full-service spa designed to help you unwind from the daily grind.
Right when you walk in the door, they're professional. They offer you, warm beverages, and everybody has a smile when you make appointments. They're very nice. It's just a great experience from start to finish.
A friend of mine thought I needed a pick-me-up day, so she bought me a spa day, and I got the whole works that day. And I've been coming back ever since.
It's one of the best parts of my life, actually. I mean, I consider it a treat.
And you can treat yourself to dozens of services here. Anything from pedicures and peels to massage and microdermabrasion.
Yeah, this is our hydrofacial. This is the service I was talking about. It's just a fantastic microderm. As you can see, it targets sun damage, wrinkles, oily skin, redness, and blemishes.
With 8 rooms and state-of-the-art technology, you'll find services here that you won't find everywhere else.
The BioVisage is the non-surgical facial lift, and then the BioGenie is for the body. It just kind of helps with cellulite and helps slim the body, and you can notice the difference the same day.
And when you book an appointment, arrive early and spend some time in the steam room.
Eucalyptus.
So come alone or as a couple.
Any of our packages can be done as couples. It's just something that they kind of have to let us know so we have enough room for them.
At Stonecreek Spa and Salon, you just sit back, relax, and let the experienced staff of 30 take care of the rest.
I schedule everything around this.
Really?
I do. Vacations, trips, anything is scheduled around this.
How come?
Because I don't want to miss.
And how do you feel when you walk out of here?
I'm ready to take on anything that comes my way, in life. I mean, I really do. I feel relaxed, rejuvenated, and ready to go.
Stonecreek Spa and Salon is open Monday through Saturday, and if you're looking to book a Saturday appointment, you might want to do it a few weeks ahead of time. Boy, this is a tough assignment. In Broken Arrow, Julie Chin, Discovering Oklahoma.
Find a list of great spas and other locations for a quick getaway on our website, travelok.com.
Big thanks to the folks here at the American Banjo Museum for hosting us. If you have not been here before, you really need to come pay a visit. And if you've been here before, you need to come back because they have a lot of great new stuff. They're open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 6, and on Sundays, noon to 5. And you'll find the museum right in the heart of Bricktown on Sheridan.
Next week on Discover Oklahoma, a great place for a warm cup of joe in Enid.
Plus some of the best barbecue in the state. We're headed to John and Cook's in Lawton.
So until next time, remember,
there's always something to discover in Oklahoma. Our intrepid Ford Explorer is provided by the Oklahoma Ford Dealers, official partner of the Oklahoma Tourism and Recreation Department.